Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kentajia, and if you are new here, my name is Kentajia Smith. This channel is all about weight loss, fashion, fun, friends, so much more stuff coming soon. But the main part right now is weight loss. I've had a huge weight loss. This past year, I lost 110 pounds, and I made 2 videos already about it, but this video is going to go over what actually worked. I did a video on what didn't work and things that I've tried, but I'm going to tell you guys what worked, and by the title of this video, you already know what I did. But let's get right into it, because I know I did a bunch of research before I made this decision. So, and YouTube was one of my platforms that I did my research on. So let's get into it. Like, I know y'all came here for the tea, so I'm going to give it to you, okay? So stay tuned. So like I said in my embarrassing stories video, my mom actually suggested that I go to fat camp. Didn't want to do that, but then she also suggested weight loss surgery. That's something that I was completely against for a very long time, because I thought that was the lazy, easy way out, and I did not want to do that. I really wanted to try, but I was trying for years and years and years and had no success. So I started to do research, and the two that actually worked, or the 2 that I've seen that kept popping up, was either the VSG, which seemed like it was the most popular, especially among young people, and the gastric bypass, which has been a thing for years and years and years and has been successfully helping people lose weight. So if you guys don't know the difference, I am not a licensed professional. Please do your own research and, look into it, and also talk to your primary care physician or your doctor. VSG is when they take your stomach. All stomachs are about the size, well, they start off the size of your fist, but they stretch out because they're a muscle. What my nutritionist told me is that most overweight people's stomach are about the size of a football. So with the VSG, your stomach goes from a big circle, or the size of a football, and they cut it down to the size and shape of a very small petite banana, where they don't change the anatomy too much. They just cut it off, so you can't use your whole stomach. You only use a small portion of your stomach. Or you can do the gastric bypass, where the gastric bypass is, they do change the anatomy of your stomach. So you have your small intestines, and then that connects down to your stomach. So small intestines, football, because if you're overweight, your stomach is most likely bigger. They cut off that stomach, and they only leave you about a size of a walnut of a stomach left. Keep it attached on one end to your small intestines, and then reattach it another place. So you have another part of your stomach that is no longer being used, and you're only using about this much of your stomach. So pros and cons for each surgery. VSG, you lose more weight. Bypass, you lose more weight. VSG patients seem to have less sickness, less vomiting and things like that. Bypass, you are going to throw up and things like that. And the reason why it's actually called dumping syndrome. The reason why I went with the bypass instead of VSG, because 1, I wanted to lose as much weight as possible, and 2, I wanted dumping syndrome. Dumping syndrome is when you eat too fast, too much, or you eat the wrong food. It literally comes right back out. And I know I have some type of self-control, but sometimes I don't, and I wanted something to help me train myself. Hold on, let's let this plane go by. I wanted something that was going to make me dump, make me get all that bad food out, make me stop eating, make me not want salty, sweet, and just control my cravings. Like, that was the goal. That's what I wanted to do. So I ended up going with the gastric bypass. The process was not easy. It's about a 6-month process. So first you have to go to your primary care physician, and then they have to determine if you're overweight. What is there to determine? Like, you see I'm big, sir, sign it off, okay? But, you know, sometimes since I've had history of me trying to lose weight, not only with this primary care physician, but my one prior to, I was able to prove that and show that to them that I've been trying, so I did not have to go through too much work in order to get referred to my surgeon. It was kind of already in a system that I've been trying to lose weight. I've already been to a nutritionist, a dietitian, and I've already been trying to, and my weight has gone down, but I could not consistently do it. So of course I was immediately referred to my surgeon. I was referred to one surgeon. I was calling, trying to make an appointment to start the process. Wasn't getting no answer. So a week later they referred me to a new place. This place picked up immediately. I was able to make my appointment. Went in. It was actually a group meeting first. It was probably me and probably 10 other people going through the same process. We were being taught the difference between VSG and bypass, all that kind of stuff. Office, super professional, super helpful, amazing. Like, it was a great experience. So it's still a 6 months process from when you go to your dietitian. Every month you have to go and meet with your group support class, where it's just either people who are going to get the surgery, another plane, going to get the surgery, already had the surgery, or people who just want motivation and support. So I love those groups because every week there was someone new there telling their story and how much weight they lost, how fast they lost it, how helpful it was. And I was just so grateful to be able to have that experience before I did it myself. So that was very helpful. Then also you had to do monthly check-ins with your doctor to see if you're losing weight, to see if you're trying, to see, what changes you can make prior to make sure that this is a lifestyle change that you're going to stick to. For the rest of your life, you're going to be on multivitamins. I take multivitamins every day. Well, I'm supposed to take it every day. And protein, supposed to take it every day because I still can't get enough protein in through food. So I still have to take supplements and things like that. So it's a huge lifestyle change. Don't think you wake up and say, I want to be skinny, so I'm about to go get this surgery. No, it's a big lifestyle change. You have to be committed and you have to do the work. So along with the monthly meetings with your doctor and your nutritionist and things like that, and your group meetings, you have to go see a psychologist. Going to see the psychologist was actually an eye-opener because she was asking some questions and I was like, sis, you in my business? Don't do that. Because she was asking some stuff and she was just like, when did you start gaining weight? And I was just like, I've always been on the heavier side. Like I said in the previous video, elementary school, I felt like I was a little bit bigger, but I wasn't, whoa. Middle school, I got a little bit bigger, but it still wasn't out of pocket until I really got to high school and college. And really not even looking back now, high school, it was more so college is when I gained the most weight. And then she was like, that makes complete sense. You're away from your family. You're away from everybody. You don't have anyone telling you when and when not to eat. You're on college campus. You have a meal plan. Everything makes sense. But I want to get to the root of the problem. And she actually asked, have you ever been sexually assaulted? And that was like, bitch, what that got to do with this? And she was just 76% of African American women who have been sexually assaulted before the age of 10 are overweight. Pin drop. I was like, yeah, damn. I didn't even know that was like a contributing factor. And then, crazy. But I guess that'll be a story time for another time or whatever. But it's true. And so many things I had to open up about with her to unpack it, to really figure out what the issue was. She wanted to know when I ate. And the thing was, I ate a lot, yes, but in college, like I said before, I would go all day with work and school, go home and only eat one huge meal and immediately go to sleep and repeat. That's what made me gain the weight. So it wasn't necessarily like an overweight person could eat like 6,000, 8,000 calories in a day all throughout the day because they're eating 2,000 calorie meals, 2,000 calorie meals, 2,000 calorie meals. That wasn't my issue. I was eating one 2,000 calorie meal, but it was at night before I'm going to bed. That's what messed me up, and that's what put the weight on. So making those adjustments, making those changes and stuff like that, that's all what I had to do 6 months before I even got to the table. So the 6 months is up. Then they put it in for your insurance to get approved. Of course, if you're over a certain weight, you're going to automatically get approved. I was obviously in the weight category to get approved. So that was no biggie. So got approved, of course. Got my surgery date. I did my other appointments that I had to do. I had to get an EKG for my heart to make sure everything was good to go and things like that. And then I had to get blood tests. Everything came out good. Everything was well. Got on the table. No issues. I did have a panic attack a little bit before. I don't know where it came from. I was laying down on the table and the anesthesiologist, she was about to start doing what she needed to do. And yeah, I got scared and I started to freak out. But Shorty did not care. She just put that thing over my face and knocked me out, okay, and in and out. So yeah, so that was that. That was before surgery. And then yeah, so I'm gonna go over a few things that happened throughout, but I feel like there's so another plane, y'all. There's so many videos on YouTube that say the same thing. I don't want to keep repeating it, but if you do have questions, leave them below. If I need to do a part 2, of course I will do that. But this is kind of what went on through the process, and I have my paper so I don't forget anything. Okay, so I went over that. Primary doctor referred. I started about June 1st, but I did not get my surgery until December 12th. Okay, December 12th. Diet, class, therapy. Okay, supplements for the rest of your life, but of course supplements right after surgery. You have to do a liquid diet 2 weeks before. Literally just liquids, nothing else. It was hard. I cheated 2 or 3 times within the first week, but the last week I was stuck to it. Like, I was not playing, because if you have food in your stomach, your doctor will not perform your surgery because it's risky for him, it's risky for you, it can't go through, and your body has to be at certain levels to undergo surgery like that. So you are on a liquid diet for 2 weeks. It is hard as hell because you go from eating whatever you want or just being on a simple diet to eating nada. So I recommend slowly stopping, especially when you're going through the 6 months process. For the first 3 months, do a calorie deflect. What is the word? A calorie deflect? Is it deflect? Whatever it means, to eat less calories than what you normally eat. Do that for like the first 3 months. Then cut out more. Cut out even more. Do it slowly till you get to that liquid diet, because that baby is hard. Okay. Then no soda for the rest of your life. You're not supposed to, but so then another thing I really want to say, and this is another reason why I was kind of like hesitant to saying like my weight and how fast I lost weight or how slow I lost weight, because I don't want you to compare yourself to me, because I compared myself to another YouTuber that I love. Her page was super helpful, but she lost 100 pounds in 6 months. So I immediately made that goal for myself. I was like, oh, she lost I'm bigger than her, my start weight. Oh, she lost 100 pounds in 6 months. I'm trying to lose 100 pounds in 6 months. Don't do that shit. You go in with your body, your mindset, and do what you do, because you may lose more, you may lose less. Don't be discouraged and give up or get frustrated because you don't meet somebody else's numbers. I want to make sure I put that in there, because that kind of really fucked me up when I got to my 6 months mark and I wasn't at 100 pounds, and it actually took me a little bit of time to get to 100 pounds. So be mindful, y'all. So a couple of things that made me not want to have the surgery. One, I didn't want loose skin. Okay. Everybody had loose skin, because you lose so much weight within a small amount of time. You're going to have loose skin unless you don't have that much weight to lose. Like, so say if you're 250 pounds and you only want to be 200 pounds and you only lose that 50 pounds, you probably won't have extra skin. You know what I mean? But when you go from 400 pounds and you get down to 200, you're going to have extra skin. You lost 200 pounds, that extra skin is going to be somewhere and it's going to be on your body, and it ain't cute. And that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to. Also, a lot of men came back to my class and gave their weight loss journey results, and 150 pounds down in the first 6 months, 100 pounds down in the first 3 months, 200 pounds in the first year. Men lose weight faster than women, period. So do not compare. If you are a woman, do not compare your results to a man. Their systems are completely set up different. They don't have periods. They don't have the same hormones. So do not compare yourself to men's results. Please don't. Like, that's one of the worst things you can do. Don't do that. Oh yeah, I said that I had a panic attack during right before, and I was scared waking up from surgery, y'all. It was the most craziest out of body experience, and I don't think it had anything to do with the actual surgery. It was waking up from the anesthesia. I literally woke up and remember asking, am I okay? Am I okay? Am I okay? And the nurse was scared. The nurse was like, yes, you're okay. You're fine. Your surgery went great. You actually were quick. You were in and out. Your stomach was completely empty. You did an amazing job and stuff like that. It was crazy. Like, waking up from surgery was actually kind of nerve-wracking. So yeah, that. Oh, also, with being on a liquid diet, you actually can't have liquids that last day. So you can't have anything in your body. So I was completely dehydrated. So they tried to prick my arms. Mind you, I have good veins, so it's easy to find my veins. They couldn't find my veins in my arms because I was so dehydrated. They had to do it in my hand. I cried. Worst one, she couldn't get it in this hand, so she had to do this hand. It was the worst. This was the worst part of the surgery, my IV. Because I cried. I was on the phone with my mama. It was bad. Like, I was really sad. But let's get into what y'all all are here for. If you have any more questions, because I know I just rushed through like 6 to 8 months worth of information in like some minutes. If you guys have any questions, I will definitely answer. But there's so many videos on it, like I said. I don't want to bore y'all. So I'm going to give you guys my numbers over the time. And I'm actually going to show you guys... Am I going to show you my loose skin? No, I'm not going to show you my loose skin in this one. I'm going to do another video. And I'm going to show you guys my loose skin. And so let's get into these numbers. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you guys the dates. And what weight I was at. And then, yeah, y'all. Let's do this. Okay, y'all ready? So December 12th, surgery day. My highest weight, oh my God, 405 pounds. Crazy. Not a lot of people know that was my highest weight. But my biggest weight was 405 pounds. Okay, December 24th, I was 397.6 pounds. Also, let me stop right there. I did not weigh myself every week like you were supposed to. I did not keep my scale at my house. I kept my scale at my best friend Tina's house because I did not want to stress myself out. If I gained a pound, lost a pound, I didn't want to stress myself out. So most of my dates are going to fall on or around the 6th because that's the date I chose to go to her house and just weigh myself. I tried to weigh myself only once a month. I only weighed myself multiple times if we hung out multiple times that month and stuff like that because I just didn't want to stress myself out with the scale because you can have a lot of non-scale victories, and those non-scale victories are what keep you motivated, okay? But, you know, seeing the scale to go down does help too. Okay, so January 9th, I was 389 pounds. January 18th, I was 383 pounds. February 5th, I was 371.6 pounds. February 23rd, I was 363.4 pounds. February 28th, 361.4 pounds. So right there, that was a 5-day difference, and I only lost 2 pounds, you know? So, which is good, but, you know, I was kind of stressed. All right, March 13th, I was 357.4 pounds. March 19th, I was 352.2 pounds. April 3rd, I was 338 pounds. Now, y'all, from March 19th through April 3rd, I lost almost 20 pounds. Like, that was like, when I got to 338, that's when I was like, hello. And it's crazy because basically 338 is basically 340. It took me losing 60 pounds to really get happy. And I lost 60 pounds in 4 months. I should have been over the moon, but I was happy, but I was like, damn, I want to lose more now. Like, I'm over 50 pounds. Like, it's all she wrote. Like, let's lose this weight. Okay, so end of April, April 27th, I was 332.2 pounds. Then I did not weigh myself again until May 15th. So that was almost a month, and I still was only at 328.7. I was kind of frustrated. And then, but on average, I did lose about 16 pounds a month. Okay, so then May 19th, I was 326 pounds. May 27th, I was 319 pounds. I started to get stressed around here because I was slowly moving down. Then I did not weigh myself for a month, y'all. The last scale was May 27th, 319.2 pounds. And then I weighed myself a month later because I remember I went on vacation and everything. I came back July 28th and I was only 13.8 pounds. I only lost 6 pounds in a month, y'all. I was so freaking sad, and I was only 6 months out of surgery. Like, I was only like 6-7 months out of surgery, and I was really sad. I was really sad, and I was like, I really wanted to give up, but I didn't. So August 7th, I went down to 308. So I was like, finally, movement. And then August 27th, I hit 302 302.4 pounds, which means I lost 100 pounds. I lost 100 pounds. I lost it. I lost it. I lost 100 pounds. I was so geeked when I lost 100 pounds. It was like, I was just so happy. I was like through the roof. I was like so geeked. But then, baby, you know how all doctors want you to hit Wonderland and stuff? They want you to be the ones. I don't want to be nowhere near one. I still want to be thick. I want to be big. I want to be curvaceous. I just want a nice body. I want a nice physique. And I do want to be healthy and I want to move. Wonderland wasn't my thing. It was Tutorland. No, Tutorland is not a thing. But I just wanted to be in the twos or whatever, baby. When I hit that twos, I hit 298.6. Giving skinny. I hit 298.6 on September 27th, and I was so geeked. 9 months out, I had lost 110 pounds. Whoop whoop. I felt so accomplished, and this was definitely the best decision I made for myself, for my health, and everything going on. So, like I said, do not compare. I'm happy I actually did this at the end, because do not compare my weight loss journey to yours. You can lose more than me. You can lose less, but it's okay. This is a tool that we are using to move forward in life and to make better decisions, build better eating habits. So that's all you use this for. That's all you use my video as reference for. Do not use me as a guide. Your experience will be yours, because mine was mine. I'm very grateful to lose 110 pounds, but baby, the journey is just starting, because I have extra skin, and a little birdie on the wall may have or may not have her surgery date, and it may be coming up, and I may be doing another video right after this explaining what I got for surgery, y'all. So stay tuned, because I'm about to film that right now. But thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, comment this emoji to let me know that you guys got to the end. Thank you so much. I hope this was helpful. I know I gave you guys a lot of information in a short amount of time. I didn't want this video to be too long, but if you guys have any more questions, feel free to ask me in the comment section, and I will make a part 2. But like I said, everybody says the same exact thing on this website, so but yeah, if you guys have any more questions about my experience, what I look like, what I do, and how I didn't eat anything for like the first 6 months. I was starving. But no, I actually wasn't starving. I actually didn't feel it. But yeah, my hunger came back about month 7 or 8. So yeah, that's me, y'all. Comment below. Thank you so much for watching. It's lit.